Well, yeah, how you doing, boys and girls? Hello, how are you? It's all very good, very nice. It is the 6th of the 6th, the 26th. It is Saturday morning. It is 7 a.m. And I'm going to give you a quick update as I did not update yesterday afternoon. Today is the big day. It is the Prem final playoffs. So this will probably be my only look at the charts today. Um, so let me go back to this. Now, you remember that we were thinking this was an ending fifth, and it's not, obviously, it's extended way too much. So I am changing my hypothesizers to this. So you've got one, two, three, big volume on the three as always. We're now looking for a retrace somewhere between 78, 78, 68, 700 and 66. Now, couple of things. Firstly, this is going to be a WAV4. And WAV4s are just gnarly trading things. We're looking for three waves of some description, but this thing can do this. I kid you not. This is hot. This is what a wave 4 does. Especially if we look at the wave 2 and it was pretty short, sharp. So what I've done is I've stuck the time fibs on here, and if we run the time fibs, it looks like the wave. This looks like it's going to be panning out pretty much the whole of next week. Yep. And that we're going to be in this chop zone for the whole of next week. I was trying to see when the next big news day is, and the next big news day is going to be FOMC Day, which will be the 17th of June. So this makes a lot of sense that we've had the big washout, okay? And if we mark the 17th of June on, it is beyond the one, so therefore we have an extension time fib, okay? We prefer the 4 to come a bit further, but we may find that this is the catalyst and that we might grind up between today and Wednesday next week. And then we're looking for our final move down, which will complete this whole malarkey here, and then it'll be time to move up. And is that move up corrective or is it going to be motived? We don't know, right? So the move up could just do this, come back up, and then we come down again. So we'll wait and see. That is all watching for time. So this is what we've got. Okay. I'm pretty. So could you look at this as a completed structure and you count that as 5? Yes, you can. The fifth is really extended, but I don't like it. It doesn't make much sense. We haven't. If we were going to rock it away, if this was the end of a structure, we would really rock it out of here. This would have been a massive, massive pool of liquidity would be sat here, and price would just be boo. But we're not seeing that, right? What we are seeing is once again the front running of one of my bloody levels. However, I don't think it is front run. So this is our structure into. Let me just get rid of this green box, which we came into. We got another nice scalp long there. Tell you what, the green boxes have been working so well for scalp longs, really have. So this looks like we are forming some kind of ending diagonal. Okay, ending diagonals have to all overlap, and I'm hoping that we're going to get this. This is going to be. This is what's going to happen today. Maybe at the weekend. Maybe it finishes up Saturday night. But I would not be expecting price to move higher than the top of wave 2 this weekend. I don't even really want it to move the top of wave 2, if I'm honest with you, because it kind of at the moment it's got a nice delineation, and we can even do this where actually that those three waves come up here. That becomes our wave 4, and then we get our wave 5. So my whole plan will be to wait to see these lows to get taken, And this could be a 65 situation. Do you remember when we were at 65? That was a Sunday night. I can distinctly remember here. Yep, or Sunday afternoon. It was a Sunday anyway. Here it is, right here. The 65 hit. So I'm wondering whether we're going to get something very similar to that, and then it's going to be, in my estimation, a really difficult hold. It's going to have to be really. You're going to have your diamond hands on, because this hold, if we get this here, will chopper, chipooboo all the way to here. That's all it's going to be. So you're going to need to get in as simply as possible, and then take a piece off. Maybe when we get here, stay at the low, and then just leave it. Forget it until we start to gravitate up here. And the reason why that's my plan is because if this is something finished, right? And I don't think it is, but if it is something finished, then we have our 1, 2, 3, 4 extended fifth. Then our invalidation, then this is obviously going to come up here, right? It's going to come up to 100,000 or something. But our invalidation of this 5-wave plan is right here. 71,114. 71,114. The 618. Okay. Now, by the strict rules, the wave 4 can come up to here, and as long as it doesn't break into wave 1, we're all good. However, the lowers the probability if it hits the 618. So I'm looking for in here somewhere. It also measures up really nicely with with this kind of area of support and resistance. And then we're going to look for a short, which will carry us through down into, well, I mean, depending on where this 4 actually ends up finishing, because remember the 4 can finish lower down at the 382. I don't think there's a case for it finishing at the 236, and the reason being is that the wave 2 was short and sharp, so the wave 4 should extend and complex. That for me seems a little bit too low, but that's why I'm going to take profit quickly and then hold, and see where we get to. I do think that Wednesday was going to be a good idea. Could be a really good timing point for this to reverse. So if we then try to have an idea of where we think that wave 5 might drop in, well, if we come to the 382, then we're looking at here. Yeah, we're looking somewhere in between the 56 to 54 mark. And if we where are you? They are. And if we push a bit higher, so the higher we push, the deeper this 4th wave will go. If we stopped at the 236, then we're looking at just 56s. But I don't think so. I think we're going to break into here. Okay, so let's watch this weekend. Don't get involved. All right, you're not involved on this, by the way, guys and girls. If it comes to the top of this little trend line, you might consider, and it takes out these liquidity zones here. There could be a short, probably on Sunday, from 61 down to 56. Otherwise, I'm looking for the long. And I guess a lot of people go, well, what if it's already finished? Yeah, that's absolutely right. What if this is 1, 2, that was my 3, 4, 5, and we're done? Possible. But I'll know that because this will then strike up and come out above here, in which case I'm just going to wait for 3 waves back and then get long. Stop loss will go under here. It's a bit big, so I'll just reduce my size. All right, so that's it. So there we go. Let's let's get back. Let's get to our little green box here where we can have a nice long. And keep your eye on this. Alrighty, guys. Lots of love, and obviously, Taddy Bites. Have a great weekend. And yes, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.